Alright guys, Ramblin' Man here on the road doing the day after test ride on all the changes I had done. The camera's working well. The horn works. I can't test the battery charger until the day comes when I'll need to test it, which I hope never comes. Now on the pipes, I texted my guy who put them on for me with the fishtails. I made a video that introducing these things. I think the fishtails have changed the sound of the exhaust and I might need to swap them out. And he let me know that he drilled the holes in the tips of the shark fin itself in the 4 and 8 position for each side respectively, and also in the 12 position to get them to line up. And he also said they were very tricky to get lined up and required a magnet and some creativity because of the washers and bolts, etc. And he also said that I would have to remove the bags, and I think he said the pipe as well, the slip-on part. I'll have to go back and make sure I understood that correctly, but I could see having to remove the bag. I'm not sure why you have to remove the pipe itself when the caps go on after the pipe. Right now, I feel like the exhaust is not the loud rumble I would like to hear going down the road, like I hear on the Springfield. Let me put this, lower the screen. Like, to me, I hate to say it after I've done all this work, I'm not sure that sounds much different than what I had on it to begin with. I mean, if you hadn't have told me, I'm not sure I could have told you I'd switch the pipes out. Now, once I start it, I don't know. Actually, I think these fishtails, I've got the same size baffles I put in the Springfield. I ordered the same exhaust. It's the same exhaust because it's like the same bike, except the engine size is different. I think this is the 116 and the other one's the 111. And I just feel this engine's a little quieter and a higher pitch. Like I can't unhear it. Like once, I think even if this had been the first one I would have done, I would feel the same way. Like, I'm not sure I can tell a big difference. It'll be interesting on video to see if I can tell a difference. I'll go back and listen to some of the mini clips I have with me on the bike at different speeds, and then I can compare. I think I might be posting a question on my discussion forums about, you know, how much is the 116 going to sound different than a 111? I wouldn't think there'd be that much difference. So I'm chalking it up to the fishtails. All right, let's see how it sounds going down the road. Get some of these cars out of the way so I can actually get some speed. Got to watch for some police activity. I don't go too fast around here. Like I feel like on the Springfield, when I rev up like this, you know, there's a deep rumble. This definitely doesn't have the same sound. It's just whether I can live with it. like right there at low speeds. Honestly, I'll have to get the Springfield back out, but like even in the garage, when I started both of them in the garage together, you could definitely tell the Springfield had a throatier sound. Those of you who've been around the block are probably thinking, yeah, no crap, dummy. That's what fishtails do. And honestly, I didn't think it was going to be this much of a difference when I was considering them, so I didn't research it a ton pre-purchase. Mainly because I like the look. Let's see, 4th and 5th. Are we hearing it? Now I've got earplugs on, but I've got my helmet open, and I always have my earplugs on, so I'm comparing apples to apples, at least as far as my acoustics go. Like right here at 6, I don't even really hear it. Yeah, I think I'm not happy with them. But of course, the $1,000,000 question is, would it sound any different with different ends? All right, guys, we're going to do maybe some side-by-side sound comparison. I'm here on the Indian Roadmaster with the fishtail tips, whatever they're called, and the same exhaust that's on the Springfield. Let's rev it up from 5th. We'll see how that compares when I get the Springfield out. I don't have anyone behind me right now. I'm going to drop it down to 4th. Let it get down to 40. I'm also curious, just cruising at 60. See how that sounds. Yeah, I'd have to say right now, had I put those pipes on this bike first, I wouldn't have bought them again. But I don't think it's the pipes. I think it's the fishtail ends that are changing the sound on this thing. Yeah, to me, this sounds just slightly different than stock, but if I was betting money and hadn't been told, I might have bet this was still stock. I always say it's hard to remember what version 1.0 was like, but I remember when I put those Slip-Ons on the Springfield, man, I just loved them. And instantly liked the sound. Now I used their end caps. They had different end caps. They didn't have fishtail. They had others, some that I really liked, but they were out of stock. I don't think they seem to keep much in stock. But I'm gonna go get the Springfield, do a little comparison. Yeah, I really don't even need a test ride on the Springfield. I know the Springfield sounds deeper. Let's go get that Springfield, work my way home back to that, and we'll do another little test comparison. All right, guys, Rambling Man here. What I've got set up is I'm using the microphone here on my chest that's normally in the helmet, but I'm gonna lower that when I play the video back because we got the camera that I'm looking at right there that has just the microphone that's on the camera. So this is not a perfect test, perfect acoustics, but I don't want to focus on the one that's on this side. We'll focus on how it sounds from the rear. And what I've got is two of my Indians. They're both 2022 models. The Springfield with the Rush Racing Performance Slip-Ons with their end caps that I have. And a 2022 Roadmaster with the same Slip-Ons from Rush Racing Performance with the fishtails. And let's see what we think of the sound difference. They're both in neutral. All right, here goes this one. right, what did you think? Now we're going to do the Springfield. Could you tell a difference? What do you think? It's hard to tell, right? Maybe. So my theory is, as I've mentioned on the road, I think the fishtails are changing the sound of it in a way that I'd kind of not hoped. I like the sound of this one. Maybe I should have left well enough alone and done the same look. But I kind of like the look of the fishtails. I'm debating that right now. But I'm gonna try it one more time. Maybe we'll start both together, have them both going. Let's see. Roadmaster. What do you think? Can you tell a difference? So I walked behind the camera and I stood over here behind the Springfield. Then I went and stood over here behind the Roadmaster and even moved a little bit beyond the bikes. No matter where I stood, this is the bike I heard. I heard its rumble, which is what I want to hear. It's not too loud. To me, it's just right. This to me almost sounds like stock. I'm a bit bummed. I gotta be honest. Like, I was so excited to get these slip-ons onto that bike, and I think the fishtails are softening it too much. I've got the same baffles. Now, you guys would know better than me. This is the 111. This is the 116. Would that have made any difference in this sound? Would this one have been louder? Or should this one, I don't know. I would have thought this one would have been louder as the bigger bike. And what I don't know is if I go to the trouble of buying and cost of buying different cap ends and then maybe having to pay the guy to put them on to kind of do it, because I just don't have time and the desire, if I'm being honest. It was so nice paying to just have it done. I don't know that I'm going to keep these fishtails on, but I'm a little worried that that's the problem or not. All right, that's it for this experiment. You can let me know what you think in the comments. This is Ramble Man. I'll see you on the road.